Hey there everyone, welcome back to the channel. It is a little bit later than I would like it to, but there was an impromptu Easter festival happening in my backyard this morning, and so I had to wait to record. Because there would have been copyright music picked up into my microphone, and I can't imagine YouTube would have appreciated that very much. So, we're not... It's all done in the past. We're not going to worry about that anymore. It's done. It's over. I have a double special heroes prediction for you, even if we don't actually get one this month. I guess it'll just be whenever the next one is. So this is whenever the next double special banner is prediction. But it's probably April. We're probably getting one in April. My chair is very squeaky. I need a new chair. So if you're excited for that, congratulations, you found the correct video. We're going to first just mention I don't work at Intelligent Systems. I don't have an uncle that works at Nintendo. I don't know when these particular units or banners are coming back, and so just letting you know, I'm an imperfect soul, all right? But I do look at what's happened previously over the course of many months, and then kind of throw some kind of assumption together. Let's not even call them predictions. Let's just call them assumptions. So let's take a look at those. So last time, February, that was an interesting time for us, right? Anniversary is happening, all kinds of cool things. We had just gotten over the heartbreak and torment that was the Omega New Year banner. Yikes. But what we did have was an interesting double special banner that I kind of I was genuinely kind of surprised at, because previously what IS had been doing was basically taking one entire banner. So the most recent example of this would have been the Three Houses Summer banner, and then use past units and future units from monthly banners, monthly seasonals, to fill in the slots, right? So I thought for sure what they were going to do was do an all pirate banner or an all ninja banner, and just infill some things in, and they didn't do that. I guess it makes sense. They had the dance banner, and having everybody who is a dancer on the banner feels less utility, I guess I'll say. So they broke it up a little bit, but the one thing that has remained constant is that IS tends to put two, either duo or harmonized or combination of units into these banners. And I will tell you that while that is the case now, it's not a sustainable model, so expect that to change sometime in the future. What I might expect them to do, actually, is take past harmonized and duo units and start putting them in filler slots rather than just old units in general. Because we're coming up on having had duo units at least around for a while. Harmonized units, of course, debuted in June of last year, so we're coming up on the anniversary of that as well. But for right now, we really just have like one complete year, almost a year and a half's worth of duo units on a semi-consistent basis. So if you'll recall, Duo Ephraim was the first one, and then we also had... Was he the first one? I remember. It was Halloween Hector and Duo Ephraim. Those were our first duo units that we had. So for what that's worth, just keep that in mind. So with that in mind, these are the remainders that we had. So with the sporadic banner that we had, not consisting of any form of habit that IS had showcased in past banners, we've got two left over from the pirate banner, that being Bridget and Tibarn down here. And Tibarn is coming. No one will convince me otherwise. I am so prepared. My Alencia has been waiting for Dive Bomb, okay? The only thing that's going to make it that much worse is if I get a Tibarn who is plus attack. Then I'm going to die. That's it. We've also got two left over from the dance banner, that being Quan and Lachesis. And those four make up an entire section of their own. So I would maybe anticipate that being a lock. Just throwing that out there. Hello, noisy motorcycle person. If you didn't hear that, there was a motorcycle outside. I assume you guys can hear everything I hear all the time. We also had a little bit of Halloween dip in. So we had Robin last time around, but that still leaves Zane, Tiki, and, you know, the man himself. So we then kind of look to, well, who could be upcoming? And conveniently, there's not really a jagged break this time, because we only had one unit missing from the Halloween, and then everything else was filler. If you recall, in the last double specials prediction, I was like, it's probably going to be Dancer Neffany, or Halloween Dozla. And that ended up being Dancer Neffany for the final slot. So I don't think they're going to do that this time around, just because everything's much more clean. Additionally, they don't really have to work too hard, right, at getting another harmonized unit or duo unit. But I'm getting ahead of myself, so let me take a step back real quick. So the upcomers are what we have: the Ninja Banner from November, and then we have the Winter Banner from December, and then we've also got the New Year's Banner, kind of, question mark, from January. And so I say question mark because technically they weren't on their own banner. The Omega Banner was last year's New Year's and this year's New Year's combined. So I would assume that they're not going to put the 2020 New Year units in. They will put the 2021 New Year units in, and just have those for it. But I don't know what Omegas are. I feel like they were just this weird pilot thing that Faye did not like give us a heads up on. Shocking, I know. They really should, honestly. They should be like, hey, we're planning this new thing. Tell us what you think. Faye is not really into preemptive player feedback, right? There are other games out there that when they run an event, they give you a heads up ahead of time. They let you know what's coming. And then after the event, they actually maybe take some survey results or just do a questionnaire for you or something like that. And then you get a chance to give feedback. Instead, what they do is they just throw darts blindly in a pitch black room. There might not even be a dartboard on the wall, but they're throwing darts anyway. And then when they turn the lights on, they're like, oh, that one's stuck. Let's change that next time. I think that's kind of what they do instead. So it's not the best way to do it, but I digress. I'm not a fan of the Omega pattern. I don't like the Omega habit. I hope it does not come back ever again. But so all that is to say that these four will likely show up without the other four. So they're still not getting their own banner because they're on a double special eventually at some point. I wouldn't expect them to show up this time. Just FYI. I wouldn't even expect Winter to show up, but they might. We're kind of in this double special. Units tend to show up on banners anywhere from 4 to 6 months after their debut, right? So it kind of happened with Halloween last time. Halloween was 4 months out from the February banner, so Robin showed up 4 months later. It could theoretically happen, with Winter, but I think ninjas are more of a lock, honestly. But that doesn't really help us, right? Because we've got 2 remaining colorless units, and then if they are in fact going to keep the duo harmonized 2 per banner, that would indicate very heavily that Ninja Lin was actually coming back. Oops. So what I think is likely going to happen is we're going to kind of break into the Ninja banner a little bit and take a pause on Halloween. I think this is maybe, as far as predictions go, a very clean cut example of what we might get. And conveniently, we have two from 2, right? So 2 from Pirates, Bridget Tibarn. We've got 2 from Dancer, Juan Laquisis. We've got 2 from Halloween, Tiki, the man. And then we've also got 2 from Ninjas, that being Levitain and Lin. And then we've also got a harmonized from Tiki and a duo from Lin. And then we have one big Degencia right there as well, the man. So it's a good banner. I think the reason why I'm assuming they're going to put Levitain there, it might be Bernie. The reason I think it's probably going to be Levitain is they know she's very popular. Lachesis is a 4-star. Not that that has stopped them before, but it's very likely that that could happen. As far as the locks, I think it's probably Lynn and Tiki. I think those are probably locks to be on this banner. I think Bridget and Tibarn are also very lock-worthy. You might see a switch with Deginsia and Zehark instead, but I think more or less there's very little variability that we could see here. And the reason being is when they're looking for past banner 5-star filler, basically what they do is they look at a previous year's example banner that is currently or upcoming to the current double special roster. So last time we had dancers introduced, and we got last year's dance banner nominee Nephany on the banner as well. With ninjas getting introduced to this next coming double special, which again kind of has to if they're going to keep the 2 for duo and harmonized units in, they're going to have to put Lynn in there. Problem is, we've not had a ninja banner in the past. So something else you might see, I guess, if you want to get a little crafty with it, you might see Winter Sothis in place of Levitain on this prediction slide. And then again, Zehark and Deginsia might switch places. So I was calling him the man, but I realized you guys probably had no idea what I was talking about. But look at him. Doesn't he give that impression? That mustache. All right, so that's pretty much what I think we're looking at in layman's terms. I think that's maybe the most simplified version I can give you. There's a couple variations that could take place, but I think as far as that first row goes in the prediction slide, it's a lock. I think Lynn and Tiki are also locks. The second red and second green options are maybe a little more variable, possibly Zehark, possibly Winter Sothis, possibly Winter Bernie. Who knows? But without a doubt, the biggest question is on the next double special banner, is it going to be harmonized Altina and duo Peony? I don't know. I guess we'll just have to see. But that is it for this particular video. So thank you so much for watching. I appreciate you. Hey, let's play a game. Okay, for every prediction I get right, you have to subscribe. And for every prediction I get wrong, you have to subscribe. Okay, so if you aren't subscribed, you have to subscribe, because every time a new person subscribes, my subscriber count goes up by 1. Did you know that? That's just science. You can't argue science. Thank you all so much for watching. Thank you for subscribing. Thank you for liking. Thank you for just appreciating, I guess. Thanks for not trashing me in the comments. That's the bar that I am setting for my community. But that is it. Thank you again. Until then, I will catch you next time.